Hello everyone, A.M.R weather, and in this video today we'll be talking about in the near future possibly tropical storm or hurricane Francine forming. Well, here are the sea surface temperatures. In the Gulf of Mexico, the average temperature is around 30.5 degrees, some spots getting up to 31, so soon it will probably be about 31 for the average. In the Caribbean Sea, the average temperature is around 30 degrees, maybe even around 29. If it continues to cool down, like this little pocket that has cooled down a teeny tiny bit. Although I think it will continue to get warmer, even though. In the open Atlantic, the average temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius, some spots higher, 29 or even 30 degrees in the Gulf Stream over here, maybe even 30.5 now. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And in the main development region, the average temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius, some spots higher into the 30s, getting closer to 30.5, and that will help fuel potential tropical storm Francine, as it's about located right here now at that 29, and it will continue to go north into the Caribbean where all of this warm sea surface temperatures are. Well, here is the GFS model run as of about 12 p.m. this evening. The next one will come out at around 6, so I might do another update then. But this really has nothing going on with Francine. You can see it's trying to get itself closed off, but it never really manages to. But if we can go to some other model runs, I know the Icon previously had it as a tropical storm, and now it's looking like it's closer to becoming a hurricane. And that one, it actually is a low-end Category 1. And they also have a second tropical system that may be highlighted very soon in the near future. That becomes a weak tropical storm by the end of this model run as of around the 5th of September. So I will try to report on that, but I did just start high school, so I might be very busy with my schoolwork. Any of you guys that have been in high school know that it is definitely interesting for the first couple of weeks. Well, here's the Canadian model run. They also to be in agreement with the Icon. They have it getting stronger down to about a strong Category 1 or maybe even a weak Category 2. Making landfall in Cuba as probably a low Category 2, and then getting off into the Gulf of Mexico, where it will most likely strengthen due to those warm sea surface temperatures, being a little bit of a lack of wind shear and dry air, and most definitely because of the ocean heat content that has been really ticking off as of lately. Well, here is the wind shear. Let's go to one of the model runs when we can actually see it, possible Francine, on the map. You could see it isn't really dealing with too much, as it is reflecting it away. You could see it spirals it and kind of reflects it down south. So if it can do that when it forms, then it might have a chance of strengthening even more. Well, here is the current satellite imagery. There's nothing too much really going on. Some showers in the southern U.S. over portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, and now getting up even more north into portions of southern Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Down to the south, there is a good amount of showers over Florida and Hispaniola over here, with Cuba and Mexico and all of those other Central American countries getting some pretty nice pockets of rain. And because of this tropical wave that may be Francine, the Antilles will have to be watching out for rain and stuff. They might be getting a good amount of rain. And in the Pacific, there isn't really too much going on. Here is what was Hector. It is now gone. Gilma has, as of lately, weakened back down to tropical depression status, and Hone is just barely holding on to tropical storm force winds by just about a couple miles per hour. But it's expected to hold on to it because it is maintaining its convection. Well, speaking of Hone, here is its current track. It has a very small wind field since it passed by Hawaii. and it has winds of around 40 miles per hour. But you can see this black little dot means that it is still a fully tropical system, and it's continued to and even start to strengthen back up again into a hurricane once it hits more warmer waters. So I will definitely be watching that. This is not something that I have expected. I know it's not something that my friend at Hurricane Tracker Jones, he was expecting at all. But this storm has threw us for a loop, me included, recently. And it is going to stay out over the open sea, thank God, so that no one will get impacted by this storm. And yeah, I mean, it's just going to stay out to sea, maybe strengthen again. I could definitely see it now. Well, here's what's going on in the Atlantic basin. Here is the system we're watching. It has been upgraded to a medium percentage chance. In the next week, it has a medium percent or 40%. It just crossed into that territory. So over the next 7 days, it's expected to move quite slowly and impact the North and Northwest Antilles Islands, and possibly even become a tropical storm or tropical depression before impacting them, as it has already a 40% chance. So I will be on the lookout for the system, as I know I have all of Labor Day weekend off, so I have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and I also have Friday night off. So if I'm not doing any homework, then I will definitely be tracking the system. And even if I am, I will still be posting about 1 to 2 videos every day. Well, lastly, here's the ocean heat content. And as I have mentioned, here is all of that I was talking about into the Caribbean, all the way up to the Gulf of Mexico. It has been getting warmer. All of the Gulf of Mexico is almost in those yellows. So it is definitely there for that storm if it moves through the Caribbean to form and become strong. Maybe as strong as Beryl did, because this is the time of year we would start expecting if we're going to have our strongest storms. So maybe we'll have another Category 5 on our hands, but that is just me getting super excited about the system. Do not take any of that seriously, as this is still weeks out. Well, I just want to say thank you all for watching and enjoying. If you did like this video, please make sure to subscribe and like down below, as it greatly helps me. We are 1 subscriber away from 80, so I want to say thank you all for that. And as always, stay safe and be prepared.